Hello，大家好，翻到嚟新地球事務所第101集，咁啊過100集，咁梗係有啲新嘅搞作噶啦。咁啊眼前啦，你已經見到啦。咁啊，我哋今日請咗一位日本籍嘅老師入嚟同我哋傾偈啦。咁啊，當然我哋今日咧會做翻譯嘅。咁啊，但係點解咧我哋今日會邀請老師入嚟咧？因為咧，如果不知不覺間咧，我哋已經又去到2024嘅年尾啦。我哋已經去到今年嘅第4季啦。話咁快，今年已經過咗啦。咁啊，我唔知大家覺得點啦。今年其實咧係好多好多嘢，無論喺地球啦、社會啦、個人層面啦、唔同嘅州啦，有各自嘅事發生緊嘅。咁啊，我哋曾經都講過，其實喺上一集講過，我哋嚟緊係由舊地球 Old Earth 去到 New Earth 嘛，去新地球嘛。喺呢個由舊地球去到新地球之間，其實咧會有好多好多嘅轉變，會有好多好多嘅改變會發生嘅。不論係我哋自己入邊啦，我哋嘅社會層面啦，或者地球嘅層面啦，都會有好多嘢發生嘅。所以今日我請咗 Kiyoko 老師入嚟咧，就同我哋分享下，係啦，宇宙能量天氣報告大家聽得多啦。咁老師收嘅信息就比我再長啲嘅，老師收緊已經下年嘅信息啦，2025年 2025呢一年嘅一啲嘅信息嘅。咁啊，所以今日邀請個老師入嚟同我哋傾偈啦。Hi, Kiyoko-san. I just did a very brief introduction about why we invited you because 2024 went so fast. Lightning. You know, we're already in November and 2025 is starting very soon. So I explained to the audience that we invited you here because we have a habit of doing cosmic energy report. Me and Steven do it monthly.
Yeah.
But I explained to everybody who's listening right now that your version of cosmic energy update is a little ahead. Your message and what you're going to bring forth to us is already way ahead of, this year. So would love to invite you to talk a little bit about 2025, but just to give the audience a little bit of background. So how do you receive the message? 咁我啱啱問老師嘅就係，其實佢平日點樣收到呢啲信息嘅？
Okay, thank you for your introductions, and then welcome everybody. And I'm really, happy to meet you all. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my background so that you can understand why I can read their our future informations, because my family is, I have this skills. I'm born with it. This skills is learned in my families. My family is medium. I'm also mediums. And then ever since I'm born, I see humans, animals, planets, everything as it is, as energies. And then when you look at the energy, you can actually read the informations. And then so what my role is that I read their energies, and then I change it into their language so that people can understand what is happening. It's like when you taste a wonton soup, you can barbarize, this wonton soup is a little bit salty, or I need a little bit more peppers, or you can see the difference. And by eating the wonton soup, you can see, oh, maybe my health is not well, because usually I always think the soup is delicious, but today's I found the soup is a little bit, greasy, the oily. And then that you are already reading their informations around you. So I read their informations, what is coming in coming years. And I'm very good at reading the informations, what is coming in the futures. The reason why is that it's not the futures, the current point and the past point and the future point that, people will think past, current, and futures, but everything is happening at the same times. It's on the different layers. What you think now is here, and then you think about the futures and then past, it's on the same lines. So if you access to the different time frames, you can actually read informations.
我就做咗翻。Let me just translate to them。咁咧，老師咧，咁我啱啱就問啦，即係我諗好多朋友都會想知道嘅就係，其實點樣樣有啲我叫老師啦，可以做到宇宙能量天氣報告啦。咁老師就解説咧，點解佢可以睇到一啲未來嘅可能性。咁其中一樣嘢啦，老師就話啦，其實佢本身個家庭 係啦，包括媽媽啦，包括祖母啦，其實咧都係我哋叫做本身都係靈媒嚟嘅，咁所以佢出世嘅時間咧已經有呢個能力噶啦。咁啊，對於老師嚟講咧，人類啦、星球啦，跟住動物啦，其實佢所睇嘅嘢咧，其實全部都係睇能量嘅啫。咁所以好多時咧，佢哋叫去觀察啊，去睇能量嘅時間啊，佢就會去睇啊能量入邊究竟有啲乜嘢嘅信息。咁啊，然後將呢啲信息咧變成咧人類可以聽得明嘅語言咧，然後解釋翻俾佢哋聽嘅。咁老師就舉一個好地道嘅例子啦。對於我哋講，你去食雲吞麵，咁你會去taste 到嗰個雲吞麵個味道噶嘛？啊，可能今日你會覺得啊鹹啲啊，另外嗰日覺得唔夠味啊。當你個身體嘅狀況有改變嘅時間，嗰碗雲吞麵雖然佢個味道冇改變，但係你會可能感覺到啊，今日可能有少少油啊，個味道未必好啱啊，從而觀察到其實你自己發生乜事，你都睇緊所有你接收緊嘅全部都係啲信息嚟嘅。咁所以啦，老師就話啦，咁啊，佢成日都會去睇究竟嚟緊一年係啦，或者一啲未來嘅可能性嘅一啲嘅資訊啦，例如啊，究竟喺未來啊有啲乜嘢嘅可能會出現嘅時間軸啦。咁老師亦都舉咗另一個例子，which 我哋啲 diamond 都成日都會講，知道話過去、現在、未來，大家以為係分開嘅，即係以為過去就已經唔存在啦，跟住以為未來嘅就未發生嘅。咁但係咧，老師睇時間就唔係咁嘅，佢其實所有嘢其實都係同一個時間發生嘅，不過過去、現在同未來，只不過咧喺同一條線上面，唔同嘅層次、唔同嘅維度咁解嘅啫。咁所以啦，當老師去睇資訊嘅時間，就係喺整個唔同嘅層次喺同一條線上面，抽取唔同嘅時間點，而去作出一個解讀嘅。
宇宙翻譯員。
I just finished translating what you just shared with us. So behind the scene, when we talk in private, you mentioned that there's a lot of changes coming, especially for next year. I want to ask on behalf of the audience that so much is already going on this year. So
That was a prep.
Oh my goodness！啱啱
哦，
問老師啦，我問老師，哇，老師，2024已經好多嘢發生喎，咁2025你見到啲乜嘢嘅可能性？佢話2024所有嘅發生都係一個協助我哋準備嘅過程咯。So that was a prep.
Yeah, just a prep.
just a prep. It sounds so simple, just a prep. Because I won't say most people, but with my client, with a student, with our friends, they found this year is quite challenging. Yeah, but the challenging, as you said, is only for the preparation for next year.
Yes,
意思
definitely.
啱啱其實就係講緊，其實哪怕大家覺得2024可能好有挑戰啊，好多風高浪急啊，等等啊，諸如此類，係其實就係個宇宙俾我哋一個叫鍛鍊啊，一個 rehearsal 啊，去迎接2025啊。
So you're saying there will be more changes?
Yes, there 2024, many people found it like very challenging. In a way, yes, it was challenging, and it was like a year of dragon. And when the dragon comes, the wind comes and rain comes and storm comes. So when rain comes and storm comes, you feel like okay, I need to go shopping. Then my fridge is empty, and then the storm comes. You can't go outside, and it's like, oh, what do I do? I have a hungry child here in my house, and then I have to serve my husband, but I don't have food, and the people find it challenging. But that was just the preparations, because year 2025 is going to be a critical point. So when you think of critical point, the critical point is there, something going up and up and up, and then there you come to the point. You need to go either this way or that way. There is no middles. People always think you have options of A, B, C. So there will be no A, B, C. You either go forward or you either go backward. So most importantly, you really have to connect with yourself. Don't use your families or friends and partners, your children, as your excuses for not being able to choose what you really want to choose. Because we are all, it's not only about you, we are all forced to the critical point, like personally, and then like consciously with the whole planet. We are all at the critical point. Many things occurring around the world. And then don't turn on TV because by watching the following these news, you're actually using those news you heard as your excuse for not being able to do what you're supposed to do. So you have to find a quiet place, create an altar, visit sacred places, and then shut out all the sound around you. Because if you knew typhoon is coming to your way, you're gonna prepare. You won't listen to people's complaining and yapping and talking about the rumors. If you really think the storm is coming, all you're going to think is that I'm going to survive. And that is going to the most intentions, because if something big is coming to hit you, you're going to really think, I want to survive through this. And then you're going to think what is necessary to do so. So
Okay.
critical point is there. So that means the critical point is actually the blessings. You know, I don't want to tell your critical point to threaten you. Critical point will challenge you, but it's a blessings because you finally start listening to your inner voice. If you have their options and then you still have like a luxury of wondering, you know, if you have a luxury of time, you will just wonder, oh, what do I do next? You know, maybe I should do this. Oh, I started to do this, but it's not working. Maybe I should go back that way. And, you know, that's like you're wasting your time. But if you are at the critical point, you don't waste your time because you really have to talk to yourself, talk to your guide. Because it is important what you want to do, where you want to go. Why are you here? Are you here just to eat and sleep and do whatever people ask you to do? No. You are here. You're supposed to deliver your message to the world.
May I translate?
Yes.
A really, really big part. 咁老師啱啱2024，大家會覺得過得好。老師提點就係今年 is a year of dragon，咁啊今年係龍嘅年啦。龍會帶咩嚟咧？龍會帶風啦，龍會帶雨啦，龍亦都會帶暴風，係啦。暴風咁啊，所以嗱，當暴風雨帶嚟嘅時間啦，咁好多人都會諗嘅就係咁我而家個雪櫃冇嘢食，咁啊我屋企有屋企人我要照顧喎，咁嗰刻我哋就會諗嘅就係我點樣去令到屋企人可以安穩啦、穩妥啦，即係今年已經係有啲咁嘅能量狀況入咗嚟啦。咁老師就話咧，2025就會更加係一個佢叫 critical point 一個緊急嘅點啦。其實係講緊啲乜嘢咧？就係講緊當我哋嘅頻率去係咁升嘅時間啦。咁啊，已經去到一個時間點嘅就係咧，我哋要開始作出選擇啦。好多人都仲會以為而家面前佢仲有好多條路揀啊。但係老師有講，人類而家其實咧係我哋而家一個選擇就係我哋一係向前意識層面啊，我哋做事嘅一係就向後咯。所以老師有講嘅就係咧，其中一個好重要，我哋要可以選擇去做嘅嘢就係咧，去連結自己啊，係啊，同自己去重新連結翻，就唔好再用屋企人啊、朋友啊、 伴侶啊，作為一個藉口唔去選擇，唔去為自己作出選擇。佢而家成個地球其實有一股好強大嘅光嘅力量啦，其實係協助緊我哋去導向緊我哋去行去某一個嘅方向嘅。咁啊，所以好多嘢而家喺個世界都發生緊啦。但係老師有講嘅就係最好就唔好睇電視，咁包括一啲我哋叫社交媒體啦。咁啊，因為當我哋睇緊新聞係啦，我哋去其實好多時咧，我哋有時會利用咗睇到嘅嘢，然後俾咗個藉口自己唔去做我哋本身嚟到要做嘅嘢嘅。老師話會建議大家嘅就係去到呢一刻啦，我哋點樣準備放下一年咧？就係揾一個內在安靜嘅地方。咁你可以做一個喺屋企做一個地方係令你覺得嗰度就係代表神聖嘅，又或者你真係去一啲神聖嘅地方，然後咧將所有外在嘅聲音咧擺埋。係啊，老師亦都講咗一個好特別嘅例子啦。如果你知道颱風係嚟緊，你唔會諗住去聽其他人嘅估計啊，究竟啊，同埋你唔會聽其他人去 complain about 或者去投訴，點解個颱風會嚟我哋呢度㗎？大家都會諗嘅就係點樣可能守護好間屋啊，點樣去令可以安啊。所以老師話其實呢啲critical point 唔係一個壞事嚟嘅，佢係一個祝福嚟嘅，係我哋會經歷裏邊嘅經歷，係會覺得好似好備受挑戰咁樣，係啊。要去跨過啲嘢咁樣，但老師話嗰個最大嗰個blessing，其實就係我哋終於會有機會，或者我哋終於會選擇去聆聽翻我哋自己內在嘅聲音咯。當我哋好多時間啦，咁我哋就會想揀就係我試呢樣唔得，試咗嗰樣唔得啊。但係當去到一個即係我哋叫嚴峻啲嘅嚴峻，就唔係一件壞事嚟嘅，但係去到嘅時間啦，你就唔會再嘥時間噶啦，係啊，你會選擇翻同自己內在嗰個指引傾偈啦，可能同自己高我傾偈啦。所以老師就係話，而家好重要嘅就要問自己就係，究竟嚟到呢度地球你想做啲乜啦？想去邊度啦？你點解喺度啦？每個人嚟到咧都總有一啲嘢去帶俾呢個世界嘅。
我諗咧，個老師頭先講個 wanderer 嗰樣嘢咧，我比較大感受嘅，即係個遊蕩啊，令我聯想起，即係人有時就係真係要有個 deadline，有個死線咧，咁我哋就冇時間啦，可以嘥，咁我就要做嗰個決定啦嘛。咁2025似乎就係有呢度力，就你要推我哋埋牆啦，係啦。咁所以得我哋就叫我可以得啦，我下定呢個決心，我就聽翻我內在嘅指引，記得翻，喂，我嚟地球係做咩嘅喎？老師最尾有個 message 就係，其實我哋每個人都有一份禮物，或者有一啲嘅可能信息啊等等嘅嘢啊、能量啊、特質啊，係貢獻俾呢個世界嘅。咁下年就係一個咁嘅時間。
So we finally finished translating. Sorry, it took a bit long. Oh, so it feels like next year it's either, it feels like an opportunity for a massive leap. But sometimes a leap doesn't go step by step. A leap means a few steps or more than a few steps. Is that how it feels like?
Yes, when I look at the 2025, it's gonna be a huge jump. So, like when you look at everything's by like a 10 years time. When you look back your 10 years ago, what happened to yours? Maybe something tragic happened. And then during that times, you were really in pain and sorrows, and then you didn't know what to do. And 10 years later now, you're still surviving. And then when you look back that 10 years ago's event, you actually know that tragic event you thought. That was your translations about the event. You translated the event. That was a tragic event. But actually, the tragic event helped you to become who you really are. So the 2025 will help many people to actually go to their point where to go. And then so it's like Year of Dragon really blow your mind and help you to reach to that point. And the Year of Snake, when you look at the snake,
Yeah.
Snake is very opposite to dragons. Dragon is flying around and bringing the rain and wind, but the snake likes to stay in the same spot. But where is your spot? That spot is within you. You have to connect with your soul. And then let soul drive you, not because if you let your mind to drive your life, you have a lot of problems. You will create a lot of dramas. But if you let your soul to drive you, the soul will help you to reach to your set goal. And the set goal is already written in your soul, in your Akashic record. And that you don't know, because you don't know how to read your Akashic record. So what I will recommend is that start meditate every day. Have a few minutes to, be quiet and then listen to your inner voice. And then people who have many dramas at the moment, because you're listening to the noise around you. So that you need to have this noise cancellations. In order to have noise cancellations, I recommend you to do the meditations. Meditation doesn't cost you money. It only costs your time and dedications and intentions. So dedications and intention will help you to walk through this critical point of event step by step, because they are key to survive critical point. You always have to remind yourself, independence is the key.
Okay.
If you are relying on somebody, if you're relying on the system, if you're relying on outer world, your independence is not happening. That's why God create us with the body with the 2 feet, because we supposed to stand by ourselves, not by relying on the parents or relying on their husband or wives. If you're really standing on your own, you will start to meet people who are also independent. If you want their co-creations of love and light and Lemurian world back on this earth, we all have to be independent. So the Lemurian is another key.
Okay, let me translate
Yes.
this part of the message. Stephen, you can help me to fill it in.
Sure.
There is anything I miss。咁老師就話咧，2025啦，咁老師去睇嘅時間啦，因為啱啱我有問老師嘅，我話好似聽落2025係一個好大躍進嘅時代。我有話就係大躍進有時就唔係我哋一級一級咁樣上嘅，大躍進可能係我哋一次過要跳可能10級、20級，所以跳好遠嘅。咁老師就話佢睇個能量嘅時間，佢都見到其實係一個好大嘅跳躍嚟㗎。咁啊，但係當好大跳躍啦，大家好擔心，哇 critical point 喎，咁好大鑊喎。咁老師就話啦，不如睇翻10年前，我哋以10年為一個基準，當我哋睇翻10年前嘅時間發生緊，你發生過啲乜啦？嗰陣時有冇發生過任何好大嘅事啦？或者有冇一啲狀況係令到你哇好辛苦啊，好唔舒服啊？但係當我哋而家10年後去睇翻同一件事嘅時間咧，因為老師有講嘅就係、當我哋點樣睇一件事好緊要嘅。好多時我哋講緊件事係一個哇 tragedy 啊，係一個唔好嘅事件啊，其實係我哋點樣去睇件事嘅啫。所以當我哋而家去望翻可能發生嘅一件事，嗰陣覺得係好大啊，好唔好啊？令到我好辛苦啊，令到我好痛苦啊。但係而家去睇翻嘅就係、如果假如係我哋會用靈魂嘅角度去睇啦，我哋會去連結我哋內在裏面自己啦。我哋有機會會睇到嘅就係、嗰件事嘅發生，其實係協助我哋去成為我哋而家即更加真實嘅自己嘅。咁啊，所以老師就話啦，其實好重要嘅就係我哋要好多人其實未來呢1年係會被送上自己本身靈魂 要行嘅道路嘅。龍年啦，Dragon Year 啦，佢就話其實係協助我哋去吹開晒啲面，去打開我哋嘅思想，同埋係協助我哋又俾個力量我哋去到我哋想去嘅地方嘅。佢就話蛇就好唔同嘅，蛇本身個性質咧，snake 咧本身個性質咧係好中意匿埋喺同個地方，即係佢哋會食得凍啊，係啦。但係個關鍵就係我哋去。我哋安住喺嗰個點，嗰個點究竟喺邊咧？就唔係喺出邊嘅，即係唔話啊！我呢喺香港，我要搬過九龍，唔係啊，九龍我要搬過新界，而係咧就係我哋要去連結翻我哋入邊嗰個好安穩嘅點啊！咁嗰個就係我哋靈魂嘅所在之處。佢最重要嘅就係讓我哋嘅內在靈魂嘅聲音成為我哋嘅推動力，而唔係讓我哋腦部嘅頭腦嘅聲音去推動我哋嘅生命咯。咁啊，因為老師講咗啦。如果我哋用我哋頭腦嘅聲音去推動生命嘅話咧，我哋係會好多戲劇性嘅嘢會喺我哋生命入邊發生嘅。但係當我哋讓我哋靈魂去推動嘅時間啦，我哋會更加容易去達到一啲我哋嘅目，因為好多我哋嘅使命或者我哋嚟到呢一生要去。你當每個人都有啲靈魂嘅功課啦，我哋帶咗一啲 mission 落嚟嘅，咁啊而係呢啲嘅 mission 咧就喺我哋個阿卡西記錄，喺我哋嘅 Akashic Records 嘅。好多人咧係冇辦法自己讀自己嘅阿卡西記錄噶嘛，咁所以老師有好簡單嘅就係、是，不如每日靜心幾嘅。佢話好緊要嘅就係咧，我哋每一日有幾鐘係讓我哋安靜落嚟，讓我哋聆聽到我哋嘅內在聲音。所以咧，如果而家呢一刻咧喺生命咧，大家遇上好多好戲劇性嘅事件嘅發生咧，咁啊，老師有講嘅就係，因為呢一刻我哋用緊好多嘅時間去聽緊出面嘅聲音，所以啦，老師啦就建議大家啦，叫 noise cancellation 啦，去 block 咗出面嘅聲音，然後真係透過專注啦，透過你自己好專心、好 focus 嘅一個意願啦，去一步一步去經歷嚟緊呢一兩年咯。咁啊，同埋啦，老師又提出另一個 point 就係，我哋如果要去面對嚟緊呢一兩年，好緊要嘅就係我哋要揾到自己嘅independence 中文係咩啊？獨立係啊。咁老師舉咗個例，神創造咗人，人有兩隻腳係咪？兩隻腳係俾我哋自己企起，即係自己企喺自己度噶嘛。但係當如果我哋呢一刻嘅生命裏面啦，我哋會依賴其他人啊，我哋會依賴其他系統啊，甚至我哋會依賴出面嘅世界嘅時間啦，其實我哋就冇辦法獨立嘅。係啊，所以喺嚟緊呢一年好緊要嘅就係我哋可以自己去變成一個獨立嘅個體啦。當一個獨立嘅個體，大家一齊聚埋一齊嘅時間咧，先至有機會可以以光啦、以愛嘅方式啦，去創造一啲新嘅實相咯。咁佢老師都講嘅就係呢個，亦都係好列穆利亞嘅時代裏面，大家點樣去運作啊、相處嘅。
我諗其中一個 point 係老師有提到個 dedication，即係嗰個決心好緊要。所以老師頭先都有講過啊，譬如靜心會協助到我哋去回歸翻，去連結翻我哋嗰個 inner world，我哋個內在世界啦。但個重點係我哋係咪每日去做嗰個靜心？咁老師頭先都講過，其實靜心係唔需要用錢噶嘛。但當然靜心係需要你去花嗰個時間。咁但係咪每一日都做咧？咁呢個就係老師所講個 dedication 嗰個決心，同埋我哋係咪有嗰個 intention 去，你叫過渡呢個相對地會比今年再挑戰性一年啊？
Please continue.
Yeah, so they are in 2025 when many things happening, you will hear many news from the people around you, and then many things will happen in each country because each country has different dramas, and then there are different tasks we supposed to pursue, but there as a whole, as a planet, we are helping each other for this event on the planet. And then it is very important to think that when you look at the typhoon, if you are the eye of typhoon, the center of typhoon, you won't get affected. Everything is quiet. If you're really in the eye of typhoon, you don't feel any wind is hitting you. Everything is quiet. So there, all through the years, you have to imagine yourself in the center, the eyes of the typhoon, and then focus your heart centers, and then your inner peace. And then always sending out the love vibration, love and peace vibrations around you. And then that ways you are co-creating with the universe. And then your light is beaming out. People can see your light. It's like if you're in the dark oceans, when you see the light centers, when you see the light, you know where you're supposed to head for. So you can be like light centers, can really beam out in order to do that. You can't, judge everything happening around you because you are then creating the dramas.
Okay.
If once you start creating the drama, you'll be trapped with the dramas. And then you're going to start thinking that your life's supposed to solve the problems. So don't go into that road. You can always stay calm within yourself. And then every day find yourself in peace. Even that you have your family member has problem, your neighbor has problem, your co-workers have problems. That is not your problems. Like, why do you want to dive into someone else's problems? You can always, the universe is so kind. They always give us their peaceful spot. No matter what is happening around the world, you can always enter your quiet space. And then you need a little practice because we tend to listen to the noise around us. So always every day, find a quiet place, take a deep breath in, and then breathe out. And then follow the is coming to you from the universe. The universe is always sending out the love vibrations. And then we can always access to these love vibrations. So your intentions every day, you're important which way you want to go. So ask yourself, which way brings me closer to who I really am? Then you can start receive the answer, and then from your guides, and then you're from higher self, because there are critical points at the same time. Like really, the love vibration is getting stronger. But if you have created too much traumas and fears inside, even these love vibrations, you might find it scary because you're not used to it. You are so scared of changes because in order to change something, you feel, you're not happy with where you are now, but keep making the change might challenge you to harder work. That's what you think, your mind thinks, and that is not true. So drop everything, don't make sense anymore to your life. And then really, you really have to do the noise cancellations. The noise is making you uncomfortable. And then if you really become quiet, you know what to do. And then follow the guidance. Make the first step.
Okay. Let me translate the whole passage. I think this part is becoming important.
呢度都開始講心法啦，已經。
老師有講就係大家可以都會想像到，其實都未去到2025年已經發生緊嘅就係，其實好多國家啦，每個國家都有好多自己上演緊自己嘅一啲嘅戲碼啦。咁同時間啦，因為每個國家其實都有自己嘅使命，同埋喺整個地球嘅運作都有佢嗰個存在同埋目的嘅。咁所以啦，我哋其實成個地球而家嗰個經歷緊嗰個我叫揚升嘅狀況啦，其實每個國家都有佢自己扮演緊嘅角色嘅，但好關鍵就係當咁多嘢發生嘅時間，即係外在你可能見到哇呢個國家發生嗰啲，嗰個國家發生嗰啲，老師就重新睇翻就係想像嗱，香港成日打風啦，想像大家係颱風眼，大家喺香港一定經歷過颱風眼，颱風眼要我哋經歷緊個颱風，啲颱風眼點㗎？好安靜，冇嘢冇風吹，冇雨落，係啊。喺嗰個時間，其實冇嘢可以衝擊到我哋嘅。佢話今年我嚟緊呢一年，其中一個練習就係，就算所有南風暴年啊，亦都係，就算個風暴喺度出邊吹得好勁嘅時間，你點樣喺個中心點，你保持你嘅內在嘅穩定。咁啊，同埋啦，佢除咗我哋保持我哋想像我哋自己嘅颱風眼啦，即係風出面發生嘅嘢，其實同我哋唔一定影響我哋啦。呢一個想像好緊要啦。另外就係要關注、要專注，將我哋嘅集中力擺喺我哋嘅心嗰度咯。我哋嘅平安係為之首要嘅。如果可以嘅話，就將發送一啲愛嘅頻率啦，咁發送俾自己又得啦，發送俾我哋周圍都得啦。因為佢話呢個發送愛嘅頻率咧，其實係我哋同宇宙共同創造嘅其中一個好重要嘅法則嚟嘅。當我哋發送愛嘅頻率俾我哋自己，俾我哋周圍嘅時間，宇宙其實同時間亦都發送緊好多愛嘅頻率嘅。我哋嘅光就會出現啦，咁啊其他人會越嚟越多見到更加多嘅光啦。咁所以啦，當喺一個海洋係啦，好多暴風雨嘅時間，我哋見到燈塔會點啊？我哋咪會知會去邊咯。咁所以當我哋做咗呢樣嘢嘅時間，內在總會俾一個指引我哋，究竟我哋未來嘅方向應該行去邊度嘅。同老師提點嘅就係好緊要，唔好批判側邊發生啲乜嘢，即係你個咁多戲碼上演，因為當我哋批判嘅時間，我哋就變成咗嗰個戲碼，唔關我哋事嘅原本。但當我哋一批判咧，我哋就會成為咗個戲碼其中一部分咯。跟住嘅角色就由去創造我哋要想行嘅路，變成我哋要去解決嗰個戲碼嘅問題咯。咁所以老師我哋要去真係同出面嘅聲音，要去叫做 noise cancellation 啦。同時間就係我哋要揾到我哋嘅內在平安啦。就算屋企人，就算同事，或者就算伴侶，有好多嘢發生都好，個關鍵就係我哋要喺我哋嘅中心嗰度。宇宙永遠都會咧。如果我哋想連結嘅時間，就算成個地球打緊風都好，我哋總會揾到我哋內在平安嗰部分嘅。但係對於我哋點樣去連結呢個內在平靜平安嘅部分，我哋係需要啲練習啦。咁啊，因為我哋好習慣就係會聽出面發生啲乜嘢事啦，所以透過深呼吸啦，我哋透過每一呼一吸嘅時間啦，去感受個宇宙發送俾我哋嘅所有嘅浪嘅能量，係啊。因為當我哋去感受到宇宙嗰個能量嘅流動，我哋就會發覺其實個宇宙從來都係發送緊愛嘅頻率嘅。所以我哋每一日點樣樣去訂立我哋當日嗰個意願，其實係非常之重要嘅。我哋每一日都要訂立我哋決定我哋想行一條乜嘢路，都係好重要嘅。所以每一朝大家起身嘅時間，可以問自己就係有邊一個方向，有邊一個方向係會令到我更加接近我最真實嘅自己。佢問呢樣嘢，每日都問，其實係非常之緊要嘅。因為當你開始問嘅時間咧，你就會有機會開始聽到你內在嘅一啲，你靈魂又好，你嘅有啲朋友可能會信天使咁係啦，我哋嘅高我或者我哋嘅心都會開始俾一啲答案我哋嘅。所以老師講嗰個2025係一個 critical point 咧，其實係講緊唔係一件壞事，哇！唔係全地球崩潰，絕對唔係嗰樣嘢。佢話其實喺地球個光同埋個愛其實開唔大，但係當我哋內在好多戲碼、好多 drama 發生緊嘅時間啦，drama 即係 trauma 啦嚇，咁啊，所以就算啲咁多嘅愛啊，都可能變得係好令我哋恐懼噶，因為我哋恐懼，當我哋好多嘢發生緊嘅時間，我哋最恐懼係咩啊？恐懼改變，係啊。所以就算而家好多人咧，以後唔係好喜歡自己身處嘅狀態，但係當要面對一啲新嘢嘅出現，我哋更加面對唔知嘅時間咧，又會有唔舒服。所以老師都有邀請大家嘅就係如果有任何嘢而家無論係人事物係啦，關係或者做嘢嘅方式，呢一刻已經同你內在本身嗰個 想行嘅地方，想行去嘅地方，或者內在嘅感應已經唔再一致嘅時間，係啊，咁啊真係可以嘅話，就讓佢放開，我哋要學懂放手啦。嗰個 noise cancellation 啦，我哋揾翻內在嘅安靜啦，呢個係好緊要嘅，因為除咗做呢樣嘢之外，我哋有時聽唔到究竟我哋內在嘅指引係啲乜啊。但係當我哋聽到嘅時間，老師亦都講緊好重要嘅就係我哋要去邁出我哋嘅第一步咯，我哋要行動咯。
Eva 咧，我覺得咧，今日 Kiyoko 老師同我哋分享嘅嘢咧，其實我覺得有少少咧係幫我哋自己啦，同觀眾們咧由90集開始温書温到第100集。因為無論 Sophia 老師有講過點樣去穩住喺個當下度，我哋有講過啦。咁啊，Jeffrey 亦都上次上嚟嘅時候有講過，我哋恐懼改變，我哋點樣樣去面對呢個部分啦。莫雷坦有講過，其實南風暴嘅就係會咁樣樣啦。咁我覺得係今日係橫跨晒由90至100集嘅東西嚟一個大
喂，
理據。
Kyogo-san, we're just talking about in the past 10 episodes. Our show just reached 100 episodes.
Oh, wow,
So this
congratulations.
is this is 101, kind of like a new beginning after 100 episodes. And Stephen was just sharing that this is kind of like a conclusion of what we have been what we have been trying to bring through episode 90 all the way up to 100.
Synchronicity
Mm.
in play.
Because
Even though what you shared today sounds very basic, but a lot of people are not doing the basic steps. They are not aware the importance of the basic steps. 我啱啱想同老師講話，老師教嘅好似聽落好基本，但係做落其實一啲係需要好多好多嘅練習㗎。
I think what you mentioned and the key I get it is to really daily practice. Because we have a lot of
definitely.
conditioning, a lot of reflex, and a lot of emotion entanglement with our child, with our spouse, with our family members. And when they got, scattering around energy, our old conditioning will want to jump in, even though we even know that it's a mud. Could we type in the mud right away instead of okay, just having a space and I having my centering and have the clarity how to navigate the whole thing. Yeah, so
Yes, like having the space to yourself is very, very important because people understand about the dedication to others,
yeah,
but their dedication in 2025 means dedication to yourself. But to yourself means to your true self, not that yourself that you think of yourself. Because you're still clinging on to your past, clinging on to your belongings, and then drop everything. Because if the wave is coming at you, you won't hold on to anything. If you get on to the airplanes, there will be announcement before takeoff. If anything happens, don't bring your belongings. You need to escape by yourself. You cannot carry your suitcase. Same with 2025. Drop everything. Because, if you're holding on to your outer world, you can't go into yourself. Because still going out, but you need to ear of snake. You need to go dive into inside. And what will snake do? Snake will always shred off their skins, old skins. So whatever you have done is great. Whatever you have done, whatever you have achieved so far, congratulations. But you already achieved whatever the essence you needed to achieve and receive, and you already have achieved. So whatever outerward, you need to let go. And now your old skin, and then start acting as who you really are. And it's really scary at first, because you're so scared that your partners, your family, your friends, they may turn you down. But if they are turning you down, they are going to turn you down anyway in the futures. So don't, don't listen. Like you really have to listen to your inner voice. What you really want to create. You are all, like each one of you are all here to co-create with the universe. And then bring the peace and love and light on this planet. That's why you are here wherever you are now. You are already so beautiful. You just don't realize how beautiful you are.
Okay, thank you。老師啱啱亦都繼續申言，就係講緊好重要嘅一樣嘢係，我哋要有我哋嘅內在嘅空間，即係我哋有我哋自己嘅空間，我哋自己嘅 space 好緊要，內在嘅空間啦，外在嘅空間其實都好緊要嘅。同埋就係我哋點樣樣，好多人叻咧，好擅長就係點樣照顧其他人啊，點樣樣將自己嘅時間、自己嘅心力用喺其他人度啊，但係又偏偏咧唔係好多人咧，將對於自己啦嘅生活啦，對於自己嘅狀態啦，係用緊好多心啦，用緊好多時間去照顧啦。咁所以老師話嚟緊喺呢一年要調翻轉，係啊，我哋要 dedicate 多啲嘅時間去俾我哋自己，但係我哋真正嘅自己咯，唔係我哋而家想象我哋認嗰個自己咯。咁啊，其中就係話啊，點樣咁乜嘢為之？我哋係諗出嚟嗰個自己咧。當我哋仲去捉緊好多過去嘅記憶啦，跟住我哋又唔想放低好多物質啦，即係包括個儲物啊、關係啊、處關係啦、處朋友啦、好想儲好多嘢，唔想放手嘅話咧，咁老師可以話。當你喺一架飛機度，咁啊有時你上親飛機佢都會講噶啦。啊，如果飛機有啲乜嘢嘅轉變，記得啦。如果我哋要逃生嘅時間，唔好帶好多行李。係啊，佢用呢一個作為一個比喻，就係當我哋穿越緊一啲或者跨越緊一啲好大嘅里程碑啦，但係我哋揸住我哋個行李篋啦，又要孭住對高踭鞋啦，其實我哋行得快唔快啊？跳唔跳躍到啊？做唔到噶嘛。咁所以老師話，今年真係嘅有啲好大嘅能量。好大嘅轉變嚟緊嘅，但係當我哋仲捉緊外在發生緊嘅嘢嘅時間，我哋係冇辦法去好成功咁穿越㗎，或者穿越嘅過程裡面會好吃力啊，會覺得好慢啊，就係其中一樣嘢就係因為我哋冇放低我哋本身要放低嘅嘢咯。咁老師就好快啦，由龍嘅年去咗蛇嘅年啦。咁佢話蛇咧，蛇係會蛻皮嘅，係啦。咁老師有講過，你之前嘅生命入邊有啲乜嘢係達到過啊，achieve 咗啊？老師話非常之好，但係話你已經係成功，已經圓滿咗嗰件事噶啦。而家好緊要嘅就係我哋要進入一個嚟緊可以蛻皮嘅階段，係啊，即係我哋每蛻去一層舊嘅皮，每蛻去一層過去，每釋放一啲嘢嘅時間，我哋就會越嚟越接近我哋裏邊最真實嗰個自己咯。佢可能開頭其實呢個過程係會令人有啲驚嘅，係啦。其實咁個原因係，可能我哋身邊嘅朋友啊，或者我哋屋企人啊，可能會拒絕我哋嘅唔接納我哋嘅改變啦，又或者佢會甚至令到我哋亦唔想去接納我哋呢個部分啦。咁如果老師就話啦，個改變係咪都要發生噶啦？如果佢哋都係唔接納，同個改變都依然都要發生噶啦，係啊。所以個重點就係唔係要盡量減少聆聽出面嘅聲音。更加重要嘅就係將嗰個集中力去聆聽翻你自己內在嘅聲音，係啊。佢話我哋每一個人其實嚟到都係同個宇宙去共同創造嘅，但係當我哋聆聽緊出面嘅時間，我哋冇辦法做到呢啲嘢噶嘛。而我哋靈魂而家喺呢個時代投生得起地球，其中一個人人都可有嘅，我哋叫分擔嘅使命啦，就係將愛同光重新去帶翻嚟呢個地球咯。即係曾經喺遠古嘅時期，例如尼木利亞，其實都有好多嘅光，好多嘅愛存在嘅，係啊。同埋老師有講嘅就係，其實每一個靈魂都好靚噶，只不過係我哋唔相信同唔記得嘅啫。
記得咗。
Oh, very, very powerful message. And in the end, I kind of share with everybody. it's part of everybody's, shared purpose to return the love and the light back to the planet. And at one time in ancient civilizations like Lemuria, that was very natural. That was everybody's job. It was, already available. But now that we have forgotten, so, we are in this time to return that, to shift that, to remember that.
Because we are forced to not to listen to our inner voice, our societies. We are forced not to listen to our inner voice. That's why, like, if in Japan, like, if I get onto the airplanes or trains, I see everyone's looking at their mobile phones. Maybe doing some games or readings, and then so that means that she has the moment. If you have like 20 minutes on communes, like you have 20 minutes to connect with yourself, but the people don't want to connect with their self, and then they will look at their mobile phone, and then they will see some news, some people, the clients are sending you a message, and then you get upset by the message. So you are overfloating, you're not ungrounded. So that's why it's that, every day is the dedications to yourself and to the universe and to the earth is very, very important. No matter what is happening to your life right now, if you start dedicate to yourself, dedicate to the universe, dedicate to the earth, you'll be grounded, and then you won't get affected by whoever is happening around you. And then that will create you to become who you are, and then makes you independent. And then because you're grounded, you're independent, you can receive the message from their universe and then from the earth, and then every day what to do. So this way, even though there are many things may occur, you don't have to be affected. You don't have to create more dramas. We have already enjoyed dramas on this planet. I think we had enough of it. And now we are going to go back to the Lemurian age. And then whoever listened to these channels, I'm sure that you have the Lemurian seed within yourself. Otherwise, you won't be listening to this. And then through their 2025 year reading today's, I have also downloaded the energies, what is going to happen in 2025, but from their start, from the goal. And then I remember goal, I have downloaded their Lemurian age, Lemurian energies. You're going to lead to the point. You're going to be in the center of yourself, and then start co-creating with the universe and earth to bring the more light and love on this planet. So I have manifested already to those who are listening to this. You're going to survive the 2025, but you have to also co-create with me and then with the universe. And then you have 2 months before 2025 starts. And so do not repeat the pattern of your daily life you have done in this year to carry on to the next year. You can start to prepare from now. Drop the dramas.
I think that's a very powerful statement. Drop the dramas. 咁啊，let me just translate。咁啊，老師話我哋成個社會嘅建構其實係 一路都引導，即係我哋成個而家我叫現代生活嘅建構啦，其實係令我哋導向唔聽我哋自己嘅內在聲音嘅，係啦，包括社交媒體啊，包括好多音樂啊、串流啊，其實都係讓我哋少咗機會去接觸呢個部分嘅。如果我哋選擇，其實都係我哋選擇嚟嘅。咁老師又因為老師係日本啦，咁啊佢係話日本大家坐飛機同埋坐train 咧，坐新幹線咧，或者坐日常坐火車咧，其實係唔可以講嘢嘅，但係冇言語嘅溝通啦。但係大家都會攞晒啲手機啊、平板出嚟啊，跟住會打下機啊，跟住會睇下信息啊、覆下 email 啊。跟住老師話啊，明明啲人搭可能20-30分鐘，你係坐車，其實你喺嗰刻可以塞耳仔去連結自己嘅喎。呢個習慣當然我同阿思文都有啦，但大家咧就會用晒嗰啲時間咧，唔去連結自己啦，而去連結出面咯。無論係新聞啊，睇面書，即係睇社交媒體啊，跟住睇信息啊。咁嗰刻我哋個能量就唔喺我哋入邊咯，我哋個能量就係喺晒我哋出面咯。咁其實我哋個能量係非常之唔集中嘅。咁所以老師就邀請大家啦，每一日啦，用一啲時間去 dedicate 自己，係俾自己嘅。有啲時間係真係俾自己內在嘅聲音嘅，唔係打手機嗰啲睇串流嗰啲去放鬆自己唔計啊，係真係俾自己同內在溝通嘅，然後係俾地球同埋俾個宇宙嘅，因為呢個係老師啦，佢自己同宇宙共同創造嘅其中一個方式啦。佢當我哋咁做嘅時間咧，出面就算發生啲乜嘢咧，其實都唔會影響我哋噶。因為當我哋好喺自己度，我哋嘅能量好連結地球，好連結宇宙，其實嗰刻我哋係喺個宇宙嘅存在，其實嗰刻我哋係獨立嘅，亦都係自由嘅。咁喺嗰個狀態底下，其實我哋就會好容易聽到我哋究竟要做啲乜，我哋會聽到我哋需要聽嘅信息咯。所以老師有講嘅，我哋係唔需要被外在影響啦，我哋都可以選擇唔去創造更加多嘅戲劇，係啦 drama 啦，又或者唔去創造更加多嘅因為老師話我哋地球已經好 drama 已經好豐富啦，即係包括我哋睇嘅電視劇，包括我哋每日喺生命裏面發生緊嘅嘢。而家成個地球係嚟緊去翻一個我哋叫做新嘅列摩利亞嘅時代。咁所以啦，老師有講嘅就係大家聽到呢個 channel 啦，咁啊多謝大家一路收聽啦。咁啊列摩利亞嗰個種子其實一定喺度，大家先會開始想聽呢啲資訊，想接受呢啲嘅信息嘅啫。咁所以老師有講嘅就係喺2025年，嚟緊係啦，好緊要嘅就係我哋點樣樣去同宇宙共同創造，去協助個光同個愛去翻嚟呢個地球。老師已經佢睇到嘅，其實已經係睇到呢件事已經發生咗噶啦，即係佢唔係一個即光同愛翻嚟地球，唔係一個未來不好遙遠嘅一個不穩定性嚟嘅。佢話喺某啲嘅次元入邊，其實呢件事已經係發生咗噶啦。佢就想邀請每一個聽到今日嘅朋友仔，去將呢一個願景，大家一齊共同創造一個好不一樣嘅2025咯。所以咧，而家去2025啦，仲有2個月啦，我哋而家11月啦，仲有12月啦。老師最後嘅提醒就係唔好再重複今年好多同等你一路做緊嘅一個模式。如果你有啲 pattern 你係不停喺度重複又重複嘅話，老師就邀請大家停咗嗰啲嘅 pattern 啦。可能過往係想起身第一樣做咩啊？開電話睇面書，咁我哋咪可以停咗呢個 pattern 咯。或者我哋搭車嘅時間，我哋可能一開係啦，或者打個電話先，或者我執相，或者我 post 嘢先，停一停，連結咗自己先。我哋去停動一啲過往嘅模式，其實係解放緊喺一啲舊嘅模式入邊，我哋從中解放緊出嚟，呢個都係放手其中一個方式嚟嘅。佢話我仲有2個月嘅時間，好好地準備自己，同埋啦，即係放低所有啲生命嘅而家上演緊嘅戲碼。當我哋選擇唔參與嘅時間，嗰個戲碼就唔關我哋事噶啦。So I just translated. I think the last part is very powerful because I do agree that I think the people think future has not been manifested. However, because what you said, past, present, and future is all in the same line. It's a different dimension and different time points. There are many different versions of futures, but a version that is full of love, a version that is full of light is already been manifested. And I just share your invitation with the audience of inviting them to co-create, to manifest this vision together after hearing this message. So thank you. I think you've got some really straightforward, practical and powerful. Little practice, but if people do this every day, oh my God, I'm really sure things is gonna start changing. But it's the little things that we have to practice on. Noise cancellation, dropping the dramas, not to judge what goes on outside and really access the inside on an everyday basis. So, well, powerful message and thank you. 咁啱啱多謝老師啦，係啊，因為老師講啲今年我覺得好簡單，但係要做到咧係需要我哋願意去釋放一啲舊有模式嘅一啲重點嘅。So Kiyoko-san, thank you. Say thank you for joining us.
Very welcome. And
Thank you
very much
thank
for
you.
this opportunity to share their informations, because whatever the informations I downloaded, it's not for me. I'm just a medium. I supposed to translate this to the words so that people can understand what is happening. And the universe is so kind that using, channelers and mediums to, let us know in advance so that we can prepare.
咁老師就話咧，即係佢所分享嘅信息其實唔係俾佢自己嘅，其實佢只不過係一個中介人或者一個宇宙嘅翻譯員，係啦，翻譯咗呢啲信息俾我哋。咁so Kiyoko-san, in the future would love to have you back, to share a bit more. I think there is a lot of things that you can share with us about, Japanese culture, what is being regarded as sacredness. 咁我就同老師講話，嚟緊啦，我都想邀請佢翻嚟啦，因為喺日本嘅文化或者佢哋嘅傳統入邊，對於神聖嘅理解咧，其實同我哋平日去理解開宗教方面嘅神就好不一樣嘅。So we'd love to have back in the future to share more about, how to discover sacred spots, how do we work with it, why sacred spots are important. We can talk a little bit more about that in the
Yes,
next
I'd love
episode.
to.
Thank you so much.
Thank
多
you
謝老
very
師
much.
Thank you. 咁我哋下集再見。
拜拜。